Peace, fam. Carlo, a.k.a. Lou Morningstar. Got the family in there.
London Taj, good life, good spirits to you all out there in this divinely given moment in time. I am so happy to be here on Elephant in the Room.
He didn't like Satan calling him out on his shit. So if you want to blame anybody, blame that nigga. And who is that nigga, mom and daddy?
Who is God, mama, and daddy? Who God, mama, and daddy?
Everything starts at home.
I can't.
What home training
That's too
is
much
this
for
thing?
me.
I'm just saying.
Who is God, mama, and daddy? And see, this is where we get into those dimensions, because after the 12th dimension, the 13th dimension are the gods of gods.
But you know, that goes into the chakra thing. The 13.
The 13th.
The Christos, the Christ. Where you get the 13 disciples. See, it's all in the book.
It's all in
But they want to play Disney games with the book. Fairy tale games with the book. And get all in your body in the book. Instead of telling you how to work the magic that they working with the Hollywood stick, which is the wand.
With the Hollywood stick. That is the one. That was exactly what I was going to ask you about the Hollywood.
Do you want to see what the Hollywood stick looks like now? The wand looks like?
The Hollywood, yeah.
Look, here you go.
Bam! Everybody got one.
Yeah, but you don't know the magic.
We don't know the magic?
No.
It's a lot of magic in it.
Because if you knew the magic, you'll make your own wand. You in Harry Potter class. You got the starter.
The starter pack.
Yeah, we ain't gonna give you all the. Why would we do that? Because now, if you making that smarter than us, eventually, it's gonna start correcting us.
It's been, yeah.
You seen iRobot?
They've been telling us what's going on, and I told you we're gonna get to that point where you can just go and you can just switch out a sleeve. You can be like, you know what I'm saying, let me go ahead and
I
put
seen
this
the
in
Michael
that
B.
body.
Jordan commercial.
I like that body.
You seen the Michael B. Jordan commercial? Alexa?
No.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan is a sleeve for the new Alexa in the commercial, and the lady just standing there like, oh, that's the perfect sleeve for Alexa. You know, like he supposed to look like something or whatever. So yeah, they telling you about the consciousness transfer right there.
But people don't want to talk about that or believe that, but it's very real because.
Let me tell you something. If something don't exist, how can you fathom it?
Oh, it been here.
No, if it don't exist to me, I can't build my mind around the concept because what are you talking about?
Cognitive dissonance.
That's some of that, but think about you can't want something that you don't know exists. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's people in places on the globe that never experienced ice. It don't get cold.
So they have no
if they
desire
don't-
for the cold.
They have no idea what that is.
Because it don't come.
They don't have TVs or none of that shit. So if you show up with a block of ice to them, what the fuck is? You know what I'm saying? Because it never existed before. So they can't wrap their minds around you telling them about this ice.
Real live Westworld and everything.
So
Real live Westworld.
So you know the people that you're trying to convince they can't wrap their minds around the ice.
They sure can't.
They could wrap their.
It ain't a part of their program. Everybody got different programs. Everybody got them different.
It ain't supposed to be a part of their program because they don't have a program. They were given a program. They were programmed.
They were programmed, and that's it. That wasn't included.
It wasn't included in the one that you were given.
Now how I get it then?
Cause you broke it.
How you do that?
You don't do it. You are it.
You are it. That's deep. Now that's deep. That's real deep.
It is that. It is. You know.
When
It
folks
just
started
is.
realizing that you are it. That's it.
Like the question we ask about. So why they doing all that? Why they trying to make it airborne? Because we pose some threat. We don't know that. The threat that they tell us we are is some surface bullshit. Ain't nobody scared of no Crips and Bloods, nigga.
Cause they everywhere.
It ain't.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm saying they ain't scared of Crips and Blood like they gonna go take over and run some shit.
Yeah.
But if we all start vibrating on the same frequency, that's what they scared of. Whoever they is. Cause there's a lot of people, like the racism shit.
That's so funny.
It's a lot of white people don't know. Y'all lost in the sauce too.
Lost in the sauce, baby.
Because the white people that's controlling that appear to be controlling the narrative are your handlers. And they work for these unseen hands, all these Childs and Steens and shit, who work for somebody else.
Who is the somebody else?
That's they.
I've been trying to figure out who they is. Cause I know they there.
That's they.
They there. And I done seen you.
And they scared of we.
They scared of we. That's what this divide and conquer. You know, everything is divide and conquer, and it's so many different elements to this life where that's what it comes down to.
That's why
it's divided.
So the more complicated it is to piece it back together, the more the less they worry. But it seems like something's speeding up or something right now, and somebody running out of time.
It do. Like I was just on the phone with somebody the other day talking about everything speeding up for real.
Everything is instant, especially karma.
That's great. Especially karma. Ooh, that's deep.
And she ain't gotta be a bitch.
But she is one. A big one.
I keep telling y'all, Jesus and the devil the same nigga.
They the same?
Yeah, it just depends. He got 2 phones.
Ooh.
Which number you call, nigga?
And we are that. So which
duality?
Which one are we feeding?
Duality.
We are that.
Yeah.
Duality.
Key is balance.
That balance, and that balance, that right there is difficult. I ain't gonna lie.
Everybody talking about stay away from negative vibes. How did you? They got positive vibes are positive because of negative.
Ain't that something?
It has to be.
It has to be. It has to be.
It has to be. So negative, you only don't like. You call it negative, and you don't like it because it challenges you. And you don't like challenges. You want the shit to go along to the program you was given.
Ooh, I'm telling you. And once you start realizing that and breaking through that level, it's a difficult road. It's a difficult road when you start breaking through that level and realizing that that's what it is.
Yeah, but you don't want it to be that because it feels so good.
It feels so good.
Do you know how much bullshit I had to put up with to feel this good?
To feel this
And you want me to start over?
All the way over from scratch. Throw away everything.
Because if you notice, this whole realm is levels of prison.
It sure is.
When you born,
everybody be so happy to be in the prison though.
Of course. They wake up every day and thank God that they in the prison.
Thank God for the prison. Amen.
I woke up this morning. Yes, you woke right back. Just like when you was born, you was put in this prison. That you can't get free of. Or you know how to get free of it, but you don't want to do that. You claim you do because you want to go to heaven, but you know you got to get rid of this. You to go there, don't you?
How many they said was going to make it to heaven, though? What, 1,200 or something like that?
144,000.
144,000. It's been a lot of souls.
That's a code. That ain't got shit to do with how many people. Because people ain't people.
People ain't people.
No.
What are they? If they ain't people.
Somebody told you that.
Somebody told you. You was a person.
You did, yeah. That's ego. Everything that the world made you think that you are is separate from what you really are. Ego is who you are.
And see, that's what I was getting ready to say. When you take away, okay, I worked this job, I went to this school, I like these colors, this is the music I like, this is the house or the place that I stay in.
What if it's some more colors? What if it's some more colors they never showed you? And you just picked from the ones that they gave you? is that really your favorite color?
You don't know.
You don't know that.
You don't even know.
Because you keep looking outside of you for the answer.
And that right there is so deep and universal. So deep and universal. It's so many people that grow up in so many places and so many environments where, you know, you're just told this, that, and the third. This is what you give. So this is how you formulate your view of who you are, not even knowing that you don't even know who you are. Everything that you think you are.
Running from you.
Yeah.
The whole time.
The whole time trying to make other people feel comfortable.
Everybody doing
feel happy.
That's why can't nobody vibrate on the same thing, because everybody too caught up in the ego.
The ego.
See,
and what
knowledge,
is the ego?
It's what the world made you think you are.
The ego is what the world made you think that you are.
I'm not talking about ego as far as ego. I mean, this person you think you are.
The person that you think you are is not even who
you know are. That, but you don't want to admit it.
You don't.
Because when you by yourself, thinking those thoughts in your head about fixing shit about yourself, that's you. All that shit that you afraid to be is you. That's
so where is the other person coming from? Is there
out of the fucking closet?
Is it somebody else tuning in? Because I really, you know, they say the electrons, you know, function as receptors. So could it be possible that something from some other dimension is tuning in and putting that there for those people, causing that block and that connection? They can't really identify with who they really are because that's
exactly what I'm saying. This is life is the trick. Life is the prison. You born into a body that you can't get out of unless you die. So boom, you don't want to die. So now, okay, perfect example. Try to leave the country without permission.
You better have that passport first and foremost.
You gotta get permission.
You need that passport.
That's permission.
Yeah.
That means you locked up. You're not free.
But everybody think they free though.
These are levels of prison. They don't know what freedom is because they can't fathom that. That's ice.
That's that ice that they can't
They were
fathom.
given a word freedom and a definition, which is another prison, a box.
Everything about them boxes, about them
this
constructs.
realm is layers of prisons.
Yep.
So to get free, you have to go the other way.
And what's the other way?
Where you came from.
I was just saying about that. You got to learn where you came from.
You got to unlearn everything you thought you knew and go the other way, which is inside.
Inside, but then what do you think causes people not to go inside? Because people start. That's what I was getting ready to say. It's so much fear out there. You know, if you start going inside, then you must be this, you must be that.
That's part of the trick. That's part of the Hollywood.
Nobody want to go inside.
The spooky shit.
And people that go inside, you must be crazy.
Like let's go back.
Psychotic if you.
Let's go back. Let's go back to the devil shit, right? Hollywood told you that nigga was red with horns and a tail and a pitchfork.
Yeah,
that's a lie.
With the point on it.
Guess what the book say?
What the book say?
He was the most beautiful thing you ever seen.
And everybody I done ran into that's super beautiful. I ain't gonna lie, y'all be on some real devilish.
So what they do? If I had on a shirt with a picture of the nigga on there, oh, you a devil worshiper, and it's all spooky and evil. Well, really, they don't understand the science of the drawing, the symbols, the symbolism. They don't understand that. They just know what Hollywood said that is. So they tell you it's bad, so you won't fuck with it and find out that's your magic.
That's your magic.
That's the gas to put in the car to get back to you.
But people be thinking that they already at them and there and ain't. They think they're already there. They done arrived at their destination and they know who they are and don't even know. They just living out the vision that came through the television.
Tell a vision. It's right there. Program.
And then get upset.
Television program.
They'll get upset if you ain't living out the vision that was told to them through the television.
They don't be upset, they be scared.
Now that's deep.
Them facts. I'm gonna have to fire back up on that.
Now what make them scared though? That's what I want to know.
It's a program. The same thing that make your phone go dark when you hit the damn the button for the light to go down a little bit. It's a program inside the computer.
So
all this shit
at the essence, is that what human beings are?
Of course.
Are they a highly advanced set of like computers?
Of course.
For what though?
The multiverse.
The multiverse.
Think of everything around you just like your body. Think of one big body, and you got cells in your body that you can't even see with the naked eye.
But the cells change.
The cells that's in your hair don't know nothing about the cells on your toe. They just doing what they do for the greater good of your body. You just a little cell, so well do it what you do, my nigga.
You just a little cell doing what you do.
Yeah.
But everybody feel like they more. You know, it's a lot. Well, I don't want to say everybody. It's a large majority of what appear to be humans. They feel like, you know, they're more than that.
And God bless them.
And God bless.
Yeah, because you are me.
And that's the thing.
I'm looking at a reflection of what I'm dealing with inside. This is a reflection of that, and that's why it's challenging, because I won't deal with it. I'm running from it.
And if you're running from it, then where are you going? Where are you running to?
You running from where you need to be, thinking, okay, I don't want to be an I sail no boat. I'm finna go down here where the foot is. Eyes be itching and shit. I want to go see what the foot is shit. I don't like this shit. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to work on the immune system part of it and fight it.
But I
just want to pretend to be something else.
That's just chemically, physically, scientifically impossible for an eye cell to be a foot cell, though. So how you gonna run to the foot?
It don't know that. It just stopped working. Like, I'm not doing this no more. And the doctor tell you got cataracts.
Yeah, he practicing, right? So
what you say he doing?
He practicing. It's the
say it again.
The practice.
So what do practice mean?
What does practice mean?
Google it and see what
does practice mean?
What they say practice mean.
What do they say
whoever
practice
they
mean?
is.
Practice.
Etymology.
Practice etymology. Boom. A late Middle English verb. To perform or carry out on a pattern or pairs. Medieval. Medieval is what it says, yes. It's largely displaced the older word practic, which survived in parallel to the 19th century.
Well, we know what it means when you're playing sports. It means if you practice,
habit.
This ain't the real game.
A frequent or customary performance.
But in the sports world, practice is, preparing for the real game. Mm-hmm. So if you go to a doctor who practicing medicine, think about that word. This nigga practicing. So what they make you? You fucking lab rat.
It ain't funny, but
you monkey.
That's basically what it is. You have these individuals who have been programmed, and they go through this system so that they can continue to practice. for the real game. And when the real game come, hopefully they will have been prepared to win the championship. We don't know. We don't know. We just gotta go with it. It's a practice.
Yeah. And
a skilled marksman, to become a skilled marksman.
Yeah, practicing. Repetition. So you get it.
You're a practitioner. Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and make this appointment with my practitioner.
Yeah. Cause I ain't privy to the knowledge myself. But he remember a lot of shit from some books, so I'll go let him look at it.
The books is out there though. And you can learn everything they know for free by yourself.
That's a whole nother trick. Go to school for what? I don't want to do that.
For what?
I don't want to do that.
You know, they said education is, valuable. That a mind is a terrible thing to waste.
It is, but narrative is important.
What narrative are the school systems carrying out daily with our students?
Slavery.
What makes you say that?
Because I've been to prison and college.
And it's really the same thing with different little decorations.
Right.
Different decorations. Same environment.
I've been to work too. And all three of them, when the bell ring, you line up.
When the bell ring, you line up. What happens if you don't line up when the bell ring?
Consequences.
Consequences.
You know why consequences work for the most part?
Why?
Fear. Fear. I don't want nobody to think I'm broke. And if I quit working, I can't eat. And the same people calling me broke, if they quit working, they can't eat either. They don't even realize they broke too. While they broke shaming me.
They don't even realize they broke.
All their money is on the computer. And they have to clock in another computer and sell some of their life to use those numbers off the computer to buy shit from the store.
Sell some of their life to use the computer.
8 hours of their life every day.
And more.
Possibly.
It's definitely possibly.
Of course it's more. Nigga, I had to get up and get dressed to get here. There were 2 more hours to get here that I ain't even getting no numbers for. It's all the trick. If everybody say fuck the trick, it's over with.
The trick. So the trick. What's the purpose?
It's magic.
What is the
it's
grand? What's the finale of this trick? That's what I want to know.
I think it's some things that don't have souls, and this is it for them. And something vibrating, killing them. And the more it vibrates, the less they produce themselves. Kind of like when a virus enters your body and it start fighting it off. There's a virus here, and we are the body. We are the melanin fighting off the virus. See, the corona is the fake virus. The mom and dad of corona is the virus.
Now, who is the mama daddy?
Huh?
Who is the mama and daddy
China.
of corona? China.
They really run the world. They own the president.
And if you really think about it, it's not a lot that people in the Western world really know about China. If you really think about it, as far as, their development, historically, everything has been given to us in little chunks throughout the years, throughout the decades. We don't really know a lot about China.
I know this about China. If your credit score ain't right, you considered a criminal.
Well, I know.
You know how to keep your credit score up?
How you keep your credit score up? I need to know.
You gotta go sell some of your life every day.
every day, and still that might not even get you there because I sell some of my life every day.
How it works in China. They got places where that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, you judge by your number. Google that shit.
You judge by your number.
Yeah, all this shit we doing with this monopoly money and shit in our pocket. This bullshit.
Not the monopoly money.
They got some real slavery going on over there, fam.
Oh, they do. And that's real.
This right here.
Facts.
It's slavery, but it's well dressed disguised slavery.
Well dressed and disguised slavery. Over there though? Ain't nothing dressed up.
It's a crime.
It's a crime.
It's a crime to not follow. Don't go to work. Don't have no job. You a criminal. That's what it's all about.
So it's a crime to not be a slave.
Facts.
It's a crime to not be a slave. So somehow over there and everywhere, really. Everywhere. We have grown to accept the fact that we are here to be slaves, basically. So everybody happy about being slaves. Everybody okay with that.
For the most part.
Everybody okay with being slave.
No, they're not okay with being slave.
What they okay with? I mean, the money.
They don't know
which
they
is
slaves.
matter, which is temporary, which perish. Matter.
They don't know they like ice.
They don't know. How they don't know?
Because they don't know it's ice.
What do they know then?
They told them this is what it's supposed to be.
Ooh, and they went with what they told them.
They grandma told them that. My grandmama told me that. Go to church, go to school.
Go to church.
And she ain't tell me why, because she goddamn said so.
Go to school. Go to church and go to school.
But from deeper generations, it was a tool to keep you safe.
It was a tool.
And it got lost in the sauce when they started separating niggas. So now all we doing is mimicking the master.
Do you think that had segregation not occurred, people of color may have been able to see some of these traps and these illusions that
they did. They killed them and scared them and made them shut up, and they died off without passing on the information. And now you got niggas like me.
And who?
Huh?
Who is that? Who are niggas like you?
They're searching for the truth. You know, I was born in the sauce. And if I broke it. It don't work no more. Like once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
You can't unsee it. You can't go back and plug back in like, oh hell.
You definitely can't plug back in. One thing about it, two things for sure. Once you see it, ain't no plugging back in. I'm finna tell you. Cause I done seen it too.
Yeah.
Baby.
So it's the Matrix, right? The red and the blue pill.
That
right?
red and that blue pill.
So which one did you take?
Which one did you take?
You're supposed to take both of them.
Both.
Balance.
There you go. And that's the thing that is simplistically complex, as I would like to say. Very simplistically complex.
That's the key to balance. The silence. The noise is the opposite end of silence, right? So all this chaos is the trick, and the knowledge of self is the peace.
The knowledge of self,
which is the yin and the yang, which is the duality of self.
Who is self? Who is self without the hair?
Ain't no
without
who,
the lashes.
It's what?
The car, the house, the jewelry, the purses, the fancy restaurants, the
life,
fancy cars.
Life.
Who is that?
It don't matter who it is. What is it?
What is it?
Who it is don't matter.
What is it?
Who it is? Who is a character?
Who is the character?
Who is a character? See what I'm saying? This is a character. This is a Sims game.
There we go.
And you just built your little avatar up with the glasses and shit.
But
what that shit was on Facebook?
Was it me that built it or was it something else?
You built it.
I built it?
Facts.
How did I do that?
Existing. The only way to find out how you did that is to cut off the noise.
The noise.
And they make it impossible.
Mm.
And after you live for so long, it don't matter where you go and how quiet it is. The noise is in your DNA now.
Yeah. They done reached out.
So you heard of sensory deprivation?
Yeah.
So they lock out all the noise and you just left with dealing with you.
Who are you?
What?
What are you? How are you? Why are you?
What if at the end of the day don't none of that shit matter? Because it is.
It just is.
It just is.
It just is.
And we be worrying about the wrong shit.
We be worried about it. Who we be worried about it?
We be worried about...
I got to go ahead and get me a house. I'm still renting.
What the difference?
I got to get me a house.
What the difference gonna be? When you find out that this was all just a video game anyway.
I owned the house. Remember? My name said I owned it on the paper. The perishable. The perishable paper. Who did give me the name?
Man, they selling people houses. They don't even own the damn land they sit on.
Who owned the land?
That's fucked up.
What owned the land? I owned the land. That's
How
what
you
it
own
said.
land anyway?
That's what I thought.
Nah, but you see what I'm talking about? Like somebody was telling me that they own the house.
Yeah, they own their house.
But not the land that's the house sitting on. You see what I'm saying?
They own their house though.
You know they went and got a bank loan.
Yeah.
To get the mortgage.
To get the mortgage.
Right.
And they paying their mortgage.
But that's their house now. Once they pay it off, right?
Once they pay it off, when they're in 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah. Whenever they pay it off. Say that's their house though, right?
That's their house after 15, 20, 25, 30.
But the land.
But the land.
That the house on.
That the house on.
They can't do nothing with that.
Now who doing something with the land that the house on?
The nigga who sold them the house. Cause he ain't sell them the land.
But they got the house though.
No, just see, that's why you're supposed to just buy the land and build your house. Cause it's all stupid. Cause who owned the air over my house? I can't do nothing.
Who owned the air over my house? And when I die, what's going on with the house? They selling it, right? They gonna clear it out. I'ma die on Thursday. By Saturday, the whole house gonna be cleared out, and they gonna go ahead and have that thing for sale Monday. So do I own the house? What we doing here? Can somebody help me understand what we doing? Cause I'm confused.
You're playing a game.
What game? Sonic the Hedgehog.
Life.
Mario and Luigi.
Life is one big game full of games. And you can go find the magic. You find the magic, you'll have a little fun in this game.
Now where is the magic? They say they in the pyramid somewhere.
See, you already got the magic. You just don't know how to cast a spell because they hid the spell book from you.
What the spell book say? Underneath
they hid them. If I knew where they was at, they wouldn't be hidden. It might be in one of them niggas' butts or something. I don't tell them.
They said Aleister Crowley went out there to the desert in front of the pyramids, and he participated in the same sex acts, and he saw the light. Aleister Crowley.
Yeah. Because he had some of the spells.
Most folks don't even know who Aleister Crowley is. But you need to. You need to know
just stay plugged in because you ain't about this life.
Then what life they about?
Slavery.
It all go back to that slavery.
It like, look, listen, when you locked up,
people love slavery, don't they?
They feed you. You got a room, bed, toilet, give you toothpaste and shit.
Room, bed, toilet, toothpaste, internet,
Clothes.
Food. You got food? Who paying rent?
Oh, you paying rent?
Who paying it?
I worked in the kitchen.
So you gonna find a way to pay with your services?
No, you paying.
With your time and everything.
You paying. Facts.
But there are people that love it.
I know they
keep
got
going back.
They got commercials to go to prison. They call it rap music.
They got school systems to go to prison. They call it public school. They call it public school. Yeah. They call it public school. Oh, you acting crazy, acting wild, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
Something wrong with you. Take this.
Take it.
It'll make you act normal.
It might.
It'll make you forget you.
But if you don't, we're gonna document it.
It'll separate you from you.
It'll separate you from you so you can learn how to go ahead and get in line.
You in the sunken place.
You in the sunken place.
Your avatar just walking around going through the motions. But
this year, it's about addition. It's about addition in the Native Americans this year.
I'm going to tell you what it's about.
What is it about?
The Chinese nigga.
What is it about China?
You finna see. It's all gonna come out.
Trump was talking about China a lot. Nobody was listening to Trump.
China taking over the world.
Are they?
Asians.
They already
That's what I'm saying.
They've been in control for a long time, actually.
We just in Hollywood. Think about it. What do people in Germany see on the TV about us?
What do they see?
I don't know. I ain't over there. That's what I'm saying. I want to be on their end so I can see how stupid do we really look. How lost in the sauce are we? So
that would be dope to get a chance to see how other cultures and other countries view.
Because any entertainer that wasn't used to traveling at first, when they go abroad, they'll tell you that they get treated different in different places because they niggas or whatever.
Oh, I definitely get treated different. I ain't even traveled over there. I'm just doing virtual reach out, and I get treated so differently.
Yeah, because they perception of you.
They love London Taj.
I
ain't gonna lie, they love London Taj.
Perception is everything. When I say perception of you, I ain't talking about you specifically. I mean Black Americans.
Black Americans.
So people in Tokyo got a perception of us from their upbringing. You know what I mean? How they were taught and what they experienced and how they experienced it through the TV or internet or however they were introduced to a nigga. You know what I'm saying? How they love Wu-Tang. You know what I'm saying?
How they love Wu-Tang.
So it's all perception based.
They said Wendy was sleeping with Wu-Tang.
You know. God bless them.
That's what they said. I don't know who they is, but it was out there.
Yeah, that sound like that ain't gonna help nobody build nothing. That's a waste of time.
What is it? It's a waste of time.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's gospel. Yeah. Fuck that shit. But what you got popping though that you want to let people know to try to follow you with?
Go ahead and follow Classic Conversations on Facebook. It's our official platform. What we do is we support underground artists, underground entrepreneurs. We help those underground individuals get their stories out to the world, and we do it without the filter. So you don't have to worry about us blocking or doing anything to block the success. It's all love on Classic Conversations. Follow us on Facebook. We're also on IG, so classic.conversations. Find us on IG. We'll definitely be updating you on all things independent, all things underground, and all things classic. London Taj.
Peace.